Good morning, and it is 8:30 a.m. in the morning in India. What is the time in Toronto, Canada?
10 p.m.
Okay, so we are meeting, and it's a great moment that we are meeting on after the new year has begun. My
Mhm.
best wishes for the happy new year, and my prayer that this new year will bring the joy, the bliss, and you will be able to fulfill all your dreams in year 2021. And my hearty congratulations to you, to your parents, to your mom who worked so hard for you. And I know that the resolution which we have for year 2021 is hard work, determination, and we want to score full marks in all the subjects which we are studying, and we are not interested in wasting a moment of life. I hope the message is clear that we will work together, we will work hard. I will also have to work hard, and so will you students. By this way, we can be successful in our life. Happiness is also the result of the success. So, students, today we have a very, very important topic, which is already in your books and course. Student, as you can see, I have written mass percent composition. What do you mean by percent composition, students? What do we mean by percent composition? But one thing we are aware already, what is the meaning of a percent? When I write any word in chemistry, students, it has a meaning. I take chemistry is science, students. We should understand the meaning of each and every word. When I say percent, what is the meaning of percent? You got 75% marks, students, in your paper. In your chemistry paper, you say that your marks are 75%. That means the total is 100, and what you obtained, 75. So you are getting out of 100 students 75, and 175 by 100. And when I say percentage of the marks, you are saying 75 by 100 into 100. So total marks, these are the marks obtained, total marks into 100. Is it right?
Yeah.
Obtained divided by total marks into 100. That is how you calculate the percentage of your marks. This is a good thing that we will be able to calculate the percentages. Composition means what? What percentage composition means in chemistry, students? What is the meaning of percent composition? Percent we already know how to calculate the percentage of marks obtained by you. Now here in chemistry, student, you have compounds, you have molecules, you have compounds. Supposing student, you have glucose. Glucose is C6H12O6. This is example. This is my glucose, students. How do I know that there are 6 atoms of carbon, 12 atoms of hydrogen, 6 atoms of oxygen present in the glucose, students? The same thing I can say, what is a percentage composition of glucose? That means what is the mass percentage of carbon? What is the mass percentage of hydrogen? What is the mass percent of oxygen which is present in this glucose? Now the question you will ask me, sir, why do we determine the percentage composition in chemistry? Yes, supposing student I give you a unknown compound. Supposing I have a unknown compound, student. I am saying this is an unknown compound A, student. What will you do with this? You have synthesized a new compound A. First thing we should know, what are the elements which are present in the compound, students? Which elements are present? Second, what is the percentage composition of each element? In other words, how many of each element are present in the compound? That means I am talking of the formula of the compound, student. Formula of the compound. What is the formula of the compound? If I say it is water, student, when I say water, then you say, sir, the formula of water is H2O. Is it right? Tell me. Keep on interacting with me. Keep on interacting with me. Your participation is very important to keep the energies high, students. We have to learn. We have to understand each and everything. Everything will be crystal clear by the end of the lecture. Chemistry will become your favorite subject. You will score 100 out of it. So when I say water, it is H2O. This is the molecular formula of H2O. Yes or no? Tell me.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are saying there are two atoms of hydrogen, one atom of oxygen in water. How do you calculate? How do you got this? We have data, student, experimental data. And on that basis, we determine the percentage compositions, we determine the empirical formula, we determine the molecular formula, then we write it. Now in a glass, if you take water, you know this is H2O, this is H2O. If I put in a glass some substance for which the formula is not known, then what I know about that? Nothing. Will I consume it? Will I take it? Therefore, student, any unknown compound, student, we must know, we must find out the elements which are present in it. Then we should find out the percentage composition. And after that, we determine the empirical formula, student. We will explain what is that. The simplest ratio of the atoms is called empirical formula, student. Then we determine the molecular formula, student. Molecular formula. What is molecular formula? The exact number of atoms which are present in a compound, in a substance. Then we know, okay, this is compound is H2O, or this is glucose, this is a sucrose, the sugar which you are eating, sucrose, student. The formulas are given to you. In this lecture, we are going to find the mass percentage of the elements present in a compound. I will solve some question on it also. This was just to tell you that you can find the percentage of marks obtained by you. And this is the reason what is the use of this percentage of masses. Any compound we prepare, student, any compound, we must know the percentage composition. We must know its empirical formula. We must know its molecular formula. Then we know that is the objective of chemistry, to find the composition of the matter. Any matter has some composition. The formula of percent composition is very simple. Supposing, student, I just now told you, I am taking example, student. Supposing you take any compound, student. I am saying this is C6H12O6. This is the glucose, student. I want to find the mass percentage. I want to find the mass percentage. What mass percentage you want to find? You want to find mass percentage of carbon, mass percentage of hydrogen, mass percentage of oxygen. There are three elements which are present in glucose, right or wrong? Tell me. How many? Carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. We want to find their mass percentages. Then how will we calculate it, student? If I have a glucose, how much is carbon percentage? How much is hydrogen? How much is oxygen? We already see that there are 6 carbon, there are 12 hydrogen. And you have already read about the mole concept, student. Mole concept. What will we do? Here was the question of your total marks and what you obtained. Here we have to see what is the total molecular mass of this compound, student. What do you mean by molecular mass? I told you the molar mass. Molar mass is the mass in grams per mole. Grams per mole. So 1 mole of this compound, how many grams it will weigh? That is the molar mass, molecular mass. We determined the molecular mass in the last class. Tell me, you know how to find
Huh?
the molecular mass, students?
Yeah.
You will add the atomic mass of carbon is 6, 12 into atomic mass of hydrogen, 6 into the mass of the oxygen, add, you will get the total molecular mass. That is the total mass of this compound. 1 mole of the compound will have that much mass, student. And if I know what is the mass of the each element, mass of each element in the compound, what I am saying, if I know mass of each element, ठीक है, total mass I am saying, total mass of each element, because there are more than one atom, as you can see, more than one element of carbon in this, divided by the molar mass of the compound into 100. That will be the percentage, student, of this will be the percentage of that element, student. The total mass of all the elements which are present, student. For example, carbon, if I say carbon, here are 6 carbons, so I will say mass of 1 carbon into 6 divided by the molar mass of the compound into 100. That will give me the mass percentage of the carbon in this compound. Therefore, student, here I have written a formula. The formula says mass percentage of element is mass of that element in the compound into 100 by molar mass of the compound. Is it clear? The formula is clear.
Yeah.
To what we do, student, in order to determine the percentage composition, we will find the molar mass of all the elements in the compound in grams per mole. First step, find the molecular mass of the entire compound. Divide the components molar mass by the entire molecular mass, and then the number will be between 0, multiply by 100% to get the percentage composition, students. This part is clear. We will solve questions very soon on this. That how will we determine, students, the percentage composition of any element in a compound. Can I proceed further? The slide, I can take the next slide.
Yeah.
If you want to make notes, you can make your notes, student, with colored pens. Formulas you can write, because in exam it helps us a lot. In any case, you will also get recorded videos. You can watch them later at any convenient time, student, no problem. Now, students, we have understood what is the meaning of mass percentage. Why do we determine it? For example, here is a question for a student. First question which we will be solving. Find the percentage composition of each element in water, students. The formula of the water is H2O, student. The masses of these atomic masses in gram per mole. Hydrogen, we are taking 1 gram per mole, student. Oxygen is 16 gram per mole, student. Then what is the molecular mass of H2O, students? We have how many hydrogens here? 2 into 1 plus how many oxygens? Only one. 16. What is the answer? 18 gram per mole. ठीक है? Is it okay?
Mm-hmm.
Did
Yeah.
I do it right? I think I am okay. There is no mistake here.
2 times 1.
Please check everything, because if I could be doing some error, you will tell me. The molecular mass of H2O is 18 gram per mole. Is that the correct answer here?
Yes.
Okay. Now we have to find the percent composition of each element. How many elements are there? There are two elements. One is hydrogen, other is oxygen. These are the two elements which are present in H2O, students. Now we have to determine the mass percent of hydrogen, student. What is the formula? I told you, mass of the element. The mass of hydrogen is 1, but there are 2 hydrogens. How many hydrogens are there, students? 2. Can you see 2 hydrogens? So I am saying
Yeah.
into mass of one hydrogen is 1 divided by the molar mass into 100. What will you get, students? 100 by 9, student. How much will be that? 100 by 9 will be how much? 1. This is 1, student. 11 point, then 11 point, student. 11.1%. So the mass percentage of hydrogen is 11.1%. Now I have to calculate the mass percentage of oxygen. How many oxygens are there in water? Only 1. So 1 into, what is the mass of the oxygen, students? 16 divided by the molar mass, 18 into 100, students. So what will be this, students? You can see 800 by 9, student. So what will be that, student? 9 8 the 72, 80, 80 students, and you will get something like this. Interesting thing is that the mass percent of hydrogen plus mass percent of oxygen must be equal to 100, because the total mass is 100 now. When I say percentage means what? Total is 100. Is it okay? Do you understand how do I calculate mass percentages? Any doubt?
No. Looking
If
good.
I calculate, if there are only two elements, if I calculate the mass of percentage of one, I can subtract from 100. That will give me the mass percentage of the element left. For example, here there were only two elements. So I could have said the mass percent of oxygen will be 100 minus 11.1, minus 11.1, students. Because there are only two things here. How many? Only two things. Okay? If I do that subtraction, I will get that. Same answer. Because the sum of this must be 100, student. We can calculate this value. It will come out to be the same as this one. Therefore, student, on this basis, I will write a general formula now. A formula, more easy formula for, can I make a formula for this type of calculation, student? So I can say that mass percent of element, ठीक है, mass percent of element will be equal to number of atoms of the element into mass of the element divided by, that is number of into atomic mass of the element, atomic mass of divided by the molecular mass, divided by the molecular mass of the compound, molecular mass of the compound. Student, बोलो, is that the correct formula? Molecular mass of compound. ठीक है? In short form, if I put number of atoms as Z, this is the atomic mass of the element A, and this is the molecular mass M. So Z, what is Z? Number of atoms. Students, what is A? Atomic mass of the element. These are always taken in grams per mole. Students, what is M? M is the molecular mass in grams per mole. Is it clear? Tell me, the formula is clear?
Yeah, yeah.
So we
Clear.
can apply this, students. And there is a 100 also. Whenever we find percentage, we are multiplying by 100, students. So this is a general formula which will be applied in any example, in any case. Once we learn it, we will never do any mistake. With your permission, student, can I proceed further? If you have noted down everything. Can I move
Yeah, we.
further, student?
Yeah, just about to finish. Mm-hmm.
Okay, very good. Very good. You can, if any doubt is there, we will stop it, student. Next slide before us. What percent of glucose C6H12O6 is carbon? Now, in this, we have to find out the percentage of carbon, students, which is present in glucose. This compound is glucose, student. The atomic masses are given. Carbon, we know 12 gram per mole, students. Hydrogen, we are saying 1 gram per mole, students. Oxygen is 16 gram per mole, students. Then first we have to find the molecular mass of this compound, student. How many carbons are there? 6. What is the mass of carbon? 6 plus 12, 6 into 12 plus. How many hydrogens are there? 12 into 1. How many oxygen? 6 into 16, student. What we get? 72 plus 12 and 96, student. What is this value coming? 96, 72 and 12, student. Am I right? Is it the correct answer? Did I do any mistake or is it correct, students? You can verify it.
Yeah, I'm double checking.
Check it out.
Um, is that
180.
it asks us what percent of glucose is carbon, right?
180
But
per mole. Now we have to find the mass percent of, if I want to find for carbon, students, how many carbons are there? Number of carbon atoms? 6.
yeah, 6.
What is the mass of one carbon? 12 divided by 180 into 100. What will be this value, students? Now is a calculation. 72 by, then cancel this, then 2 9s are 5 into 5 divided by 9, students. So this value we have to calculate. How much it is coming? 40%. Therefore, students in glucose, the 40% carbon is present by mass. Mass percentage of carbon is 40% in glucose. If you wanted to find mass percent of hydrogen, student, mass percent of hydrogen, how much will be that? 12 hydrogens are there. How many hydrogens are there? 12
Yep, 12.
into 1 divided by 180. That will be the answer for the hydrogen. So this value we can, again we have to calculate, student, the calculation 12 hydrogens into 1 divided by 180. So 1 by 15. So the percent of hydrogen is very small, as you can see, students. This 1 by 15, calculate how much percent it comes. And if I have to calculate the mass percent of students oxygen, how many oxygens are there? 6. 6 into 16 divided by 180 into 100. So all the thing is we have to just make calculations, and we can calculate the mass percentage of each element in the case of the any compound. So this is 30. So this is 15, 8, 5, 3 the 20. So what you are getting? 160 by 3, which will come 3. Something like this. Interesting thing is the sum of all this, sum of the mass percent of hydrogen plus mass percent of oxygen plus mass percent of carbon must be equal to 100. If you find two values subtracting from 100, we can find the last value. Is it okay? Is it clear?
Yeah.
How to
Yeah,
calculate
yeah.
the mass percent for any element, students?
Yeah.
Supposing a question is put like this to a student, that you are given 50 grams of glucose. Find the mass percent of carbon. Now the question is put like this. I am given 50 grams, find the mass percent. What I will do with such cases, student? We already know from this that according to this formula, students, the mass of one carbon is 12. You already know 12 into 6. 12 into 6 gram of carbon is present, student. Is this much gram of carbon is present in how many grams of the compound? 6 gram of carbon is present in 180 gram of glucose. We know it, C6H12O6, correct? Is it
Yep.
okay? This is our glucose, C6H12O6. If there is any doubt, I will clear it. Okay. Because the questions could be put in many ways, students, to us. They can put questions in different ways to us, students. That means we can apply the unitary method, student. What we say, 180 gram glucose contains how much? 12 into 6 gram carbon. Then you have how much? 50 grams. So 50 gram glucose will be equal to what, student? 12 into 6 divided by 180 into 50. And you want percentage, then you multiply by 100. So by this way, you will get the percentage, mass percent of carbon in 50 grams of glucose. This will be the mass percent in 50 grams of the glucose. Therefore, depends on student, the question we can apply and use it. Is it clear? Then I will proceed further.
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay. For example, in this compound, he says find the percentage composition of all the elements in the following compounds. Now he has given sodium is 23. These are the atomic masses, student. They are always in grams per mole. Sodium is 23, sulfur is 32, oxygen is 16. So first we have to find the molecular mass, student. How will you do that? 2 molecular mass. Sodium is 2 into 23, sulfur is 32 into 1, only 1, and plus oxygen is how many oxygen? 4 into 60. So by this method, student, what we get? 46 plus 32 plus 64. So we will get this value. How much is it coming, students? 64, 32 and 46 to 7, 7, 6, 13, 142. Am I doing the right calculation? Check this value. Is the value right?
Yeah, it's right, I think.
Okay, then if I have to find the mass percentages of Na, students, Na will be how much? Number of atoms of sodium, how many in this? 2 into 23 divided by 142 into 100, students. If you want mass percent of sulfur, how many sulfur? Only 1 into 32 divided by 142 into 100. So we can do these calculations, add, subtract from 100, that will be the value of the oxygen, because total answer has to be 100. Okay? We can apply this, no problem now. Oxygen, how many are oxygen, student? Here 4 oxygens. So 4 into 16 divided by 142 into 100, student. By this way, it is now any difficulty in solving the mass percentage? Tell me, is there any difficulty in finding such questions? They are so easy for you now. Can we do it? Tell me, any difficulty?
No.
Okay. Another question is given. What he says that calculate students the mass percent of copper in blue vitriol. Blue vitriol formula you know, CuSO4 5H2O. This is called blue vitriol. Now how will we do it, students? How will we do this question? We have to calculate the mass percentage of copper in blue vitriol. Let me take a empty slide for this because it will need some more space is required. Students, let me take some free space for it. Okay. The question which I put before you is that there are 2 questions I will solve on this. After this, there will be no doubt left for percentage composition. CuSO4 5H2O. You know the 5H2O dot means this 5H2O, these are called water of crystallization, students. Water of crystallization. What it means? When copper sulfate is formed, student, these 5 water molecules are bonded, are forming, you see, are surrounding the copper with some bond, student. They are forming bonded with the copper. Copper is a metal. So they are not water outside. The copper is forming, they form some coordinate covalent bond with the copper. This is called water of crystallization. That water is present inside the copper sulfate. Students, here the information, then copper 63.5. These are the grams per mole. These values will be given to us in the exam. In the paper, in the exam, they will provide us. Sulfur is 32, oxygen is 16, hydrogen is 1, oxygen is 16. That we know. So if we find the molecular mass of copper sulfate 5H2O, how will we do that? You have one copper is 1 into 63.5 plus 32 plus how many oxygens are there? See, there are 4 oxygens here and 5 here. Total oxygens 4 plus 5, 9.
5.
4 plus 5, 5H2O. 9 oxygens into 16. And how many hydrogens? 5 into 2, 10. Is it right? So what will be the value of this two? You have 1 minute to solve it. Let me see how much value you are getting, students. You have 1 minute to solve this value.
$144, $154. Um, 249.5.
Okay, that is the correct answer. Gram per mole. Okay. Now you have to find the mass percent of copper. So what is your answer? You have 1 minute to solve that question, students. After that, I will do it. Find the mass percentage of copper. You are provided all this information. How many copper are there? Only 1. So 1 into 63.5 divided by 249.5 into 100. Student, what is the answer coming?
Would it be 25.45%?
Okay, you can do it with your calculator. You will get the answer.
Yeah. So I got 25.45.
45 point?
25.45%.
Okay, percent of copper is present. Question 2 is put on this. He asks you calculate the percentage composition of water of crystallization in blue vitriol. The formula which is given CuSO4 5H2O. This is compound is blue in color and it is known as blue vitriol in chemistry, students. Now the percentage, what is water? How many water of crystallization? This has got, student, 5H2O. This is the water of crystallization. You have 1 minute to try before I solve it. So you have to find the percentage of this water of crystallization which is present in blue vitriol.
Okay. So, 61.72%.
Okay, 5H2O means how much, student? This is 5 into H2O is what? What is the molecular mass of H2O? You already know, 1 into 2 plus 16. So 5 into 18. How much is that? 90. 90 gram per mole. Therefore, we can say, student, percentage composition of water of crystallization that is the mass of this 5H2O mass divided by the molecular mass is 249.5 into 100. That means 90 by 249.5 into 100. So what value is that? What is the answer coming?
I have to redo it.
You can use the calculator, students.
Um, 36%.
Okay. All right. So I hope everything is now clear to you that what type of questions can be there, how to solve it. See how much work we have done. You have done it. You have solved it. Any doubt? Any doubt in this?
No.
I mean, in 12th class or any competition, any exam you will write, there will be slight variation in the question. So I have tried to give a variety of these. When we solve questions, students, we understand better. Right or wrong? So because we have to do questions in the paper exam, so we should attempt some questions. This makes easy for us to understand. Now we have understood what is the meaning of percentage composition. Student, we can calculate the percentage composition of any compound now. There is no problem, students. Next thing we are coming is a very important thing, student. After you have determined the composition, students, you have to find the empirical formula and molecular formula of the compound. Now, two things we are saying. Empirical formula, student. Molecular formula. What is the difference in this, student? You want to know which elements are present, how many are they? This gives me the exact number of atoms, students, exact number of different atoms which are present in the molecule. This gives me the exact number of different, exact number of different atoms which will be present in the molecule, in the molecule. And this gives me, student, simplest ratio, simplest whole number ratio, student, whole number ratio of the elements present in the molecule. Example, supposing we have just shown you the molecular formula of glucose. If I say glucose, student, what is the molecular formula of glucose? Tell me fast, 30 seconds. What is the molecular formula of glucose, students?
Glucose.
We have just given you molecular formula of glucose.
C6H12O6.
C6H12O6 is the correct answer. This is the exact number of atoms which are present in the one molecule of glucose. What is the simplest ratio? If I divide by 6, student, what will I get? 6 by 6, 1. You will get CH2O. This is the empirical formula of glucose, student. Empirical formula of glucose. Let me take ethane, student. The molecular formula of ethane is C2H6. What is the simplest ratio? Divide by 2. What will you get? CH3, student. So this will be the empirical formula. This will be the molecular formula of ethane. Clear?
Yeah.
Therefore, student, what we do, first whenever some mass percentage is given to a student, this we determine experimentally also. Experimentally, they determine the mass percentages and then they give it. And then they said find the empirical formula and the molecular formula of the compound. As I said, there are steps of doing every question. There also we have shown you the steps to find the mass percentage, students. So here also we will give you steps and then we will solve a question for you, so that it becomes convenient and easy for you to understand it. The steps are, first step, if you want to find student empirical formula and molecular formula, what will we do, students? You have to find the empirical formula and molecular formula. They are important questions for us students in the paper. Conversion of mass percentage to gram. You will be given some mass percentage. You will convert them into grams. How? If I say there are 40% carbon in, that means you can take total 100 grams. Then out of 100 grams, that becomes 40 grams. Then convert into number of moles of each element. How do we convert moles, students? From grams, we know formula, mole is equal to gram divided by the atomic mass of the element. So grams are given, divided by the atomic mass, which we know the formula of mole, student. And mole, how do we calculate? W by m. So divide by the molar mass, weight of the given substance, you will get the moles. Then different moles have been obtained. You divide in step 3 the mole value by the smallest number. Whatever is the smallest number, you divide by that to all the values. After that, you will get some number, student. They should be whole numbers. If they are not whole numbers, you can multiply by a number to get everything into whole number, students. And then that will be our empirical formula of the compound. After the empirical formula is written, we will then find the molecular formula of the compound. These are the steps. I will solve a question in order to show this. You can note it down so that a question is solved. Then I will take a question in order to show how will we find the empirical formula and molecular formula, students, of any compound. ठीक है? Should I proceed?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here is a question on the screen, student. What we are saying that a compound has, student, contains 4.07% of hydrogen, 24.2% of carbon, and 71.65% of chlorine. Molar mass is 98.96 gram. What are its empirical and molecular formula? What will I do, students? I will take carbon is present, hydrogen is present, and chlorine is present. How many elements? Three? Three elements.
Mhm.
What is the percentage which is given? How much carbon is there? 24.27. How much hydrogen is? 4.07. How much chlorine is? 71.65. I can take this as grams because they are total out of 100. Out of 100 grams will mean 24.27 grams. 4.07 gram of hydrogen, 71.65 gram of the chlorine. What are the atomic masses of these, students? You know, carbon is 12, hydrogen is 1, and
One.
Cl is 35.5. Now the next thing will be to find the mole ratio, student. Mole ratio. How do you determine mole? This is the mass, 24.27 by 12, students. 4.07 by 1, student. This is coming to around 2, student. This is coming to 4. Then 71.65 by 35.5. This is coming to be 2, students. So, student, the mole ratio is coming to be 242. Then this is the simplest. This is a whole number. You divide by the lowest value. Which is the lowest value here? Which is the lowest value? Tell me, student. 2 is the lowest value.
Yeah.
Then divide everything by 2, student. What do you get? 1, 2, 1. Therefore, students, the simplest whole number ratio is coming. What is the simplest whole number ratio, students? Carbon how many? 1, hydrogen 2, and Cl1. So this is our empirical formula, students. This is my empirical formula. ठीक है?
Mhm.
Now I have to find the molecular formula, student. This is my first answer. So what will I do? You are given the molar mass of the compound is given. So find the empirical mass, student. What will be the empirical mass of the compound, students? Carbon 12. How many hydrogen? 2. And chlorine 35.5, student. What is this value? Find it out. Give it the value to me. How much is this coming? 12 plus 2 plus 35.5. How much that comes?
Um, 11, 14, 49.
49.5.
Yeah, 49.5.
Okay, 49.5 gram per mole, students. The molecular mass is given how much? Molecular mass of the compound is 98.96 and empirical mass is how much? 49.5. Find the value of N, which is molecular mass divided by empirical mass, students. 98.96 by 49.5. How much is it coming? Calculate the value, students. This is coming to be 2. N is 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we say that the molecular formula is equal to N times of the empirical formula, students. What is N? 2 into CH2Cl means what? It will become C2H4Cl2. Student, this is the molecular formula of the compound. So our answers are there now. How much you get? This is our 2. C2H4Cl2. Therefore, empirical formula, what is the empirical formula of the compound, students? CH2Cl. And what is the molecular formula? C2H4Cl2. ठीक है? Got it?
Yeah.
Any doubt, students? You have any doubt, students?
No, not at all.
Okay. Let us take one more question. A molecule with a molecular weight of 180.18 gram is analyzed. They did experiment and found to contain 40% carbon, 6.72% hydrogen and 53.28 oxygen. ठीक है? You have to find the empirical formula and molecular formula of the compound. Find empirical formula and molecular formula of the compound, students. So what will we do, student? You said carbon. How much carbon is there? After analysis, mass percentage of carbon. How much? 40. Next is hydrogen is how much? 6.72 and oxygen 53.28%. What are the atomic masses? 12, 1, 16. Then what are the mole, student? Carbon 40 by 12, 6.72 by 1, 53.28 by 16, student. What will you get? 3.33, 6.72, student. What will be this value? 3.33, approximately, almost. So you find the simplest mole ratio, divide by the lowest number. Lowest number is how much? 3.33.
3.33.
1. Approximate, it is coming to be 2 now. 1. ठीक है? They are whole numbers, so no problem. If whole number was not there, I would multiply with some number. Now then, what is the empirical formula? Empirical formula of the compound is then CH2O. Okay. Then what is the empirical formula mass, students? 12 plus 1 into 2 plus 16. How much is that? What is the value coming?
Value 18, 30.
Okay, 30 gram per mole. What is the molecular mass given, student?
The
How much it is
mass
given? 180.
180.18.
18 gram per mole. Therefore, what is the value of n, students? 180.18 by 30. How much it will come? Six. So n is 6, students.
Yeah.
Then what is the molecular mass? You have 30 seconds to answer the question, student. What is the molecular formula of the compound? What is the molecular formula of the compound, students?
C6H12O6.
Absolutely right answer. N into CH2O. 6 into CH2O will mean C6H12O6. So that is the correct answer. Thank you very much for helping me. Now you have any doubt in solving a question like this? You see
No.
how easy it is, to calculate empirical formula and molecular formula of any compound. You have just follow the steps. The important point to note down is the key takeaway. The key takeaway, student, the empirical formula gives the smallest whole number ratio between elements in a compound. The molecular formula gives the actual whole number ratio between elements in a compound. So students, the key takeaway for the lecture, what we learned, student, how to find the percentage composition. What do you do? Z into mass of mass of the atom divided by the molecular mass into 100. So we can find the percentage composition, student. Then we can determine the empirical formula, student, which is the simplest whole number ratio from the mass percentage composition values given, experimental information given, student, by dividing by the atomic masses, mole ratio, simplest mole ratio, and we can then determine the molecular formula of the compound. So this is chemistry student. That's what we do in chemistry. That I give you a compound. Okay, what will you do? You will first determine the percentage composition, or if experimental data is given, then you will find the empirical formula. Then you will write the molecular formula. So if you say sucrose, the sugar which you are eating, C12H22O11 student. So we know that how to determine these formula student. So like this, we can find the students empirical and molecular formula of different compounds. Okay, then thank you very much for answering the questions. We will meet you in our next class, students. You can revise your chemistry and chemistry will become very simple. Okay, then, because you will be going to bed, I will be going to work. It's morning time here, and in your Canada, Toronto, you are going to bed, student. It's already, I think, 11:30. Okay, then I say good night to you. Bye bye. I'll meet you in the next class. Okay, any doubt?
Okay, no, no. Thank you.
Okay, take care.
Have a good day.
Thank you very much. We'll meet you in the next class. Okay.
Bye.
Bye bye.